Time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, BA, sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt and the camaraderie has grown.
Now the starting group for the visitors. From downtown, and Rizachet, the bucket on the assist by Fournier.
And you see how dangerous Rizachet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Doncic, good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Hayes. Up and over Doncic. Hayes misses. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, BA. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Fournier covering. It's deflected. Goes back up. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Sarr. Here's Wembanyama. And counted from 12 feet.
We are seeing more and more big men with smooth, fluid shooting strokes. But Wemby's, he might be the most impressive.
Now here's Doncic from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the inside. Here's Sarr. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Doncic. Drops in the layup for 2. Doncic has got 6. There's 1:40 left in the first. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
They dropped both games against this team last season. Just a shellacking they don't want to repeat.
.136 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Fournier. Puts up a 3. Can't hit that one. Doncic outside. Here's Chanchar. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting for the away team.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
1:06 left in the first quarter. And here is Fournier. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Coulibaly. 6 to shoot. Here's Batum. No good with the triple.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Dragic left side. Jonchar passes to Dragic. The three is up. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Fournier. 12 seconds left to play in the first. To stop the run. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's the horn, and it's a close game at the end of one. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Pass to Dragic. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Koulibaly on the wing. Here's Rizachet. The three. The shot misses. Dragic up top. Puts it up from 15. Good on the bucket. He's got 5.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Driving in. And Rizachet gets it to go.
What a move by the light-footed rookie. Rizachet driving in to get a bucket.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only one day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Pass to Batum. Back to Koulibaly. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Down low.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. 1:56 left to play in the second quarter. Off target at the rim.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
From 11 feet away, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Shooting a nice 50% for the game. Back to Koulibaly. To the wing on the left. Here's Rizachet. Give him 8. Fires from 14. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Yabusele. The 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Rizachet gets it to go.
Such raw shooting ability for Rizachet in his first year.
in the second quarter. A little under 3.5 minutes played already. That one goes. Count it.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Now here's Koulibaly. He's scoreless. Here's Yabusele. Here's Risache. Baseline try, and down it goes. 2 points. Risache's got 12 points. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
You take a look at the visitors. They haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. You need to find that mojo. I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no work. And that'll do it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Sarr out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then it's Risache. And it's Hayes in at the point guard position.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Sarr. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. Sarr's got his first 2 points.
6 of their last 10 points have come from that mid-range area.
Wembanyama out there with Sarr. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Risache in at the small forward position. Here's Doncic. Nice finish from Luka.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Outside Fournier. Outside Wembanyama. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And here's Doncic outside. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Pass to Risache. Fires for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Risache's got 15.
I love how competitive this kid Risache is, coming right back with his own triple.
Doncic on the wing. Over Hayes. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Hayes against Doncic. Hayes, the pass to Wembanyama. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Hayes. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And there it is for him.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pass to Sarr. Wembanyama down low. Outside Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Risache. Here's the 3. Shot's no good there. Now 6 for 8. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Jonchar passes to Dragic. Pass to Jonchar from deep three-point land. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
The big man, Wemby for 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. Drills it from deep.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
To the paint. Here's Sarr. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And that'll do it for the third quarter. They're up by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Nicholas Batum. He's out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Rupert in at the 1.
For his career, Gobert's field goal percentage is in the same ballpark as his free throw percentage.
The baseline, Jay. Jang pulls it in.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
There's a screen by Jang. Batum. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Here's Dragic. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Shooting 52% from the floor so far. Outside Koulibaly. Batum passes to Jang. To tie it up. Buries it from 3. Jang's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. To the left wing. Here's Sarr. Cans it from the wing.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Ooh, poked away. Fournier covering. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Sarr, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, important points from Sarr. And just great recognition of the moment. Don't see that in a lot of young players. Wow.
No good, a bit long that time.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. And this close inside, you gotta get the job done.
Pass to Rizachet. And here's Wembanyama. Misses the baby hook. Gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Pass to Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. Here's Chanchar. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And it's good.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Pass to Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. Here's Chanchar. This one for 3. Oh, he nails it. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Now Wembanyama. We're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Hayes is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Sarr, and it's Risacher in at the 3, the small forward. Wembanyama puts the fadeaway right on the money.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Throws it up high. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. On the wing, Fournier pulls it. Yep, right through the net.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign Timber and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
To the inside. Oh, Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Over Hayes. Can't hit from the elbow.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Sarr passes to Hayes. Now here's Wembanyama. On the mark with the 15-footer.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Doncic against Hayes. Doncic! You see the strength.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Number 34. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. The home team on D. Here's Doncic. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Jacks up a 3 from deep. Here's Doncic. That shot is off. And so they get the victory here at home. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
With the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Drills the three-pointer.
And every year it seems Wagner gains more confidence, and it's starting to show on shots like that.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Jokic high post. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
But Bogdanovich coming right back down and going right back at it.
Now here's Schroeder. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Count it. Wagner's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Milutinov. It's stolen. And here comes the break. And here they go. Jumps up and finished off by Wagner.
A nice balance by Wagner, taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Wagner. Here's Teodosic. 9 points last game. For 3. And it's Jokic missing. Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. De Silva drains it from beyond the arc.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Moritz Wagner. Team.
And so here's the home team. 8-point game. And they pick up 2.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Wagner wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Teodosic. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And finished off by Wagner.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Nikola Jovic has checked in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Teodosic. Outside, Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Bogdanovich has got 6 points. Wagner outside. Here's Tiemann. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
3 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Teodosic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. Wagner kicks to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner outside. Buries it from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Wagner against Bogdanovich. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Up 6, and the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Teodosic out there with Topic. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position. Here's Jokic, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The marriage of a big man and touch. There it was from Jokic.
They've got Washington, and it's Bonga in at the 2. And here is Washington. There's the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Jokic against Hartenstein. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Craig, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. Several teams changing it up here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
Whole team foul. Middle team out. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Washington. No scoring in this one. Clock is at 3. Here's Tiemann. Those 3-pointers off the mark. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Pass to Jokic. They get it again to the right side. They set the screen, and they take the lead.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Washington with it. Down low. And finished off by Wagner.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Third is Dennis Schroeder. Fourth, Jokic.
they have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them and it wouldn't matter.
To the inside. Here's Jovic, still without a basket. Outside Bogdanovic. Here's the screen from deep. Connects from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Wagner. Fires the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Bogdanovic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bogdanovic has got 6 here in this quarter. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Wagner outside. To the middle. It should out to Schroeder. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. 1 second separating the shot clock and game time. Jovic passes to Bogdanovic. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Bogdanovic has got 17.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Deep 2 from Wagner. Great look there, but off target.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 4. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Okay, guys, now let's... And that'll do it for half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And it's Wagner with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Wagner. There's the pick. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 17 points in the game.
An explosive performance by Wagner tonight, showing just how dangerous he is when he's at his best.
Plays it up off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Shot from the wing, and he gets the jumper to drop. Wagner's got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. On defense, the visitors. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Back to Schroeder. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. The layup off target.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
The three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one.
In the third. 2 minutes.
1:53 left here in the 3rd quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's the aggressiveness they want Wagner to have. Force the defender into a tough spot.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. From downtown, good on the 3-point shot. He's got 10.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Schroeder kicks to Wagner. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Plays it up and banks it in. Bogdanovich has got 19 points.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to De Silva. Clock at 6. Wagner. And that one's drained from the low block. Wagner's got 12 points in just the second half.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Inside. The big man Jokic inside.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Leading by just 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep...
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Jovic in at the 4. Pass to Wagner. And he gets the bucket. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Jokic passes to Jovic. Here's Teodosic. Pass to Micic. The trade. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Hartenstein with it. And it's in there. Hartenstein's got his first points of the game.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Teodosic, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Here's Micic, a 3-ball. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Coach is not happy with that 3-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end.
Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's De Silva. Wagner from long range. Jokic grabs the miss. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Pass to Wagner. That's no good. Miss number 5 against 14 mates. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Jokic missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wagner on the wing. Schroeder outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jokic. With the fadeaway. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Now, here's Wagner. Right wing. With Samart. It counts.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Schroeder. Jokic inside. Off on the layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Wagner on the wing. The 3. The shot, no good. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And wants their best move at this point.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here. Now Bogdanovich gutsy with that one.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Pass to Jokic. Fader on the way. No good. And he commits the intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment. And
big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Dario Saric. He's out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Smith in a shooting guard.
Really good passing wing. Risache isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Here's Hezonja. Hits a three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Risache. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
Yeah, Shea is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he's good on the second. Pass to Zubats. Here's Smith. There's Bogdanovic with the three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Now Fournier. And here's Hayes. From deep, Sarr. It's rebounded by Zubats. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Smith outside. Šarić, the pass to Zubats. And here's Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Zubats. For three. Kept alive. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, Zubats knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Hayes, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Fournier. The three from Shea. It's hauled in by Šarić. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now Smith. Outside Bogdanovic. Smith outside. Here's Zubats. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And Wemby using his unique perspective to find the open man.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams changing it up here. And looking at second chance points last year. Here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass.
And this is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Bogdanovic with it. Koulibaly defending. Smith left side. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open guy.
1:05 left in the first. Now here's Hayes, guarded closely. Takes a three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly. I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, Evan Fournier staying on the move and working to get that three-point opportunity. Nicely done.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Fournier against Smith. Pass to Perkichin. Now here's Bogdanovic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fires away from way outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Leading by just 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Back to Šarić. 4 on the clock. Out to the wing. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown.
At his size, Dario Šarić can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Here's Koulibaly. Yet to see a basket. Uses the glass on the layup. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
And there's the screen. Fires the 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Rizache, bearing his second of 3 attempts. All right, Doris, now that we have an adequate sample size to look back on, what do you think of the NBA Cup?
I thought it was a great move by the league. Obviously, this was something inspired by the soccer leagues around the world. What I love the most is it raised the competitiveness of the early season games. And I'll tell you what, those courts, some of them were quite intriguing.
Here's Rizache. He's got 5. Picked by Gobert. Here's Rizache. Puts it up from 12. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Such raw shooting ability for Rizache in his first year.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Šarić outside. Let's go with a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Here's Rizache. 9 points for him in his last game. Fires from the corner. Gobert no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Šarić left side. Down low. Šarić a screen. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Give him 8.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Bogdanovic. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Bogdanovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Rizache. 10 points for him. Batum sets a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Rizache, no good. To the wing, right side. From the corner. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. We're up by 2. All right, Al, thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scorers go by.
Olé! All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern... That does it for half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. They've got Evan Fournier. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Sarr. Then it's Rizachet, and it's Hayes in at the 1. Zubac with a screen on Fournier. For 3, Smith. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward position. Here's Rizachet, and he can't bank that one in. Shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. We've got Wembanyama. Evan Fournier is out there with Hayes. Then there's Sarr, and it's Rizachet in at the 3. Pass to Hazonia. Zubac with it. Over Wembanyama. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has got his second basket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Ivica Zubac out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the 3.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Pick by Smith. Saric outside. Pass to Smith. Over Fournier. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
They set the screen. Launches it. It's hauled in by Saric. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Hazonia. Pass to Saric. Here's Hazonia. Nails it from 3. He's got 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
From deep, Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Victor Wembanyama, number 1. Second is Rudy Gobert.
The way these two guys patrol the floor, it's impressive. It changes how the offense attacks, especially inside. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Fournier. Now Coulibaly. Fournier, a screen on Smith. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Coulibaly. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Coulibaly's got 5 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Drops in the 3.
This guy is such a versatile big man. Dario Saric knows how to play the game. Pretty pass there.
Pass to Coulibaly. Outside Fournier.
Away team foul. Number 23. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Batum with it. To the left side wing. Here's Gobert. Outside Coulibaly. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Coulibaly's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
To the left wing. Smith against Fournier. A nice shot by Smith.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Yabusele. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Fournier. Drains the triple.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
1 second left. He can't hit that time. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Up by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Nicholas Batum. He's out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Rupert in at the one. Wide open. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
To the middle. Pass to Jang. Now Koulibaly. 5 on the clock. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Perkichin. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. The shot won't fall. Shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Here's Rupert. Gobert finds Batum. No good from outside. Shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. And he lays it up and in.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Allie, thank you. To the inside. Banked it in off the glass.
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And that one drops.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Inside. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ivica Zubac.
This demonstrates leadership. Victor wanting to be the guy to make the big shot.
Now here's Smith. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter here. Some solid defense from Hayes. Pass to Rizachet. Wembanyama down low. He's guarded by Zubac. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Now here's Smith. Over Fournier. And it's good.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And not intimidated at all. Wembanyama showing up in a clutch moment.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Takes the 3. The shot by Hezonja, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Fournier finds Hayes. To the middle. Wembanyama, no good. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
more than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Fade away. Oh, offline. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a four-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
And here's Šarić for three. Money. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within one.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up two. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a three-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so
Great, and this game should be a treat.
Yeah, fun holiday makes for a fun atmosphere. Expect this crowd to be engaged.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Back to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. Doncic outside. To the paint. Here's Blasic. He's off on that one. Ready by Bogdanovic. Now, here's Jokic. Not a lot of room, and that one is good.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drops in the tray.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Bogdanovic with a screen on Doncic. Such a wide open look.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Chanchar. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 5.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Puts up a deep 3. He can't get that one to fall. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
2:33 left to play in the first quarter. Drills it from outside.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Jokic sets the screen for Bogdanovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Away team foul. Brosic.
So both teams making some changes here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Jovic. And he's good on the three ball.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic looking it over. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
You've got Teodosic, and it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard position. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Dragic. Puts it up. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Gutterich. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Down low, pulls up, misses the baby hook. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Jovic. And here's Jokic. Here's Gutterich. Lets it go from deep. Jokic lets it fly from outside.
Well, there's no lack of confidence from Jokic behind the arc. He's dangerous from anywhere.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Now, here's Jokic. 7 points in the game. Right wing. Inside. And Toby pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Dragic looking for an opening. Swiped away. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. Milutinov, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Toby. Over Jokic. The shot's good from Toby. Toby's got his first points in this one. Gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Teodosic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. No good on that.
Number 5, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. A 3 from Bogdanovic. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And the first half is now in the books. They lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to...
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did? And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the home team.
This game's working out like...
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Now, Jokic, 7 points in the game. Misses the chippy right there. The 3 for Doncic. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguarded.
Bogdanovic wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's been just outrageous 64% from the field to this point. A nice shot by Doncic.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
90 seconds now into the second half. Beyond the arc. And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Lets a floater go. And that's 2 points on the layup. 8 points for him.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Pass to Chunchard. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Lets it go. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Doncic. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Looking to end the run. Count it. Good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Shoots the three. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
54 seconds left to play here in the third. And he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Bogdanovic. It's deflected. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Dragic with it. He has yet to score. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Top of the key. That one misses.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And we've reached the end of the third. Up 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Topic. Teodosic out there with Jokic. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. Jokic grabs the miss. Thing is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Pass to Teodosic. Here's Jovic to the right side. Shoots it. Just 5 on the clock. Topic no good. Around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Shot from 6. That one drops for him.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. They get the rebound.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Doncic going to work.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Pass to Jokic. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Fades back. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Takes the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Yep, it counts. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
To the left side wing. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jokic draws the double. Here's the three. And it's Luka with the rebound. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started...
It's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Now the starting group for the visitors. De Silva with the rebound. Wagner outside. It's hauled in by Babarovic. Back to Şengün. Nails the baby hook.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright. Well, I really appreciate Dennis Schroeder's willingness to sacrifice his body to make plays.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Schroeder, averaging around 6 a game, and the shot goes.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
Here's Korkmaz. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
2 minutes remaining first 2 minutes.
Wagner outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Baberovic. That shot missing. Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. There's the steal. Here's Korkmaz from the low block. Uses the glass to drop it in. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Outside Schroeder. Wagner outside. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Check out Wagner running the play there and helping his team find an opening.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Down low. Second chance shot. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Team foul.
The first free throw is good. Washington's checked in for Bonga. Good on both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to De Silva. Here's Washington. Just 5 on the clock. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. He's got 5. And so the first quarter is in the books. Leading by 4. Let's take a quick break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Unloads. Misses the jumper.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
We've got Washington, and it's Bonga in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Şengün. Not a lot of room. That one goes in. Şengün's got his second basket on the night.
Şengün showing his touch there. That's a tough spot for a big.
Here's the pick. Over to the left wing. Washington left side. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
And home in the paint. Alperen Şengün has great footwork.
Both teams will make substitutions. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
The 3 from Washington. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Washington's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Hartenstein. With the 7-footer. Şengün, no good. Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Back to Washington. 1:57 left to play in the half. Into the lane. Wagner outside. Washington with the ball. Hartenstein a screen. The shot. Washington's shot is good. Washington's got his second basket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Osman. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Inside, Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the pick. Pass to Hartenstein. Washington outside. And here's Wagner, the 17-footer. And he can't get that one.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And so we wrap up the first half. Up by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
Yo, that being said.
All right, now we've got some. Thanks as always.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. Counted from distance. De Silva's got 5 now.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Here's Baberovic, defended by Wagner. And they call an illegal screen here. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Pass to De Silva. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, Schroeder. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He has 7.
There's the added discipline to Schroeder's game on display there, just taking what the defense allows.
And a miss there on the triple. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
I just love the ball movement.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Baberovic. Here's Larkin. Şengün with it. He has 6. To the wing on the left. Here's Larkin. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now here's Wagner. Pass to De Silva. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. De Silva's got 8.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the third quarter. And he makes it on the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Outside Schroeder. Here's De Silva. Give him 8 points now. And it's in there. De Silva's got 8 here in this quarter.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Şengün. No good with a fallback jumper.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. It's rebounded by Wagner.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
5 to shoot. For the lead. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Osman. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. He has 6.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
It's nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well.
Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Wagner. Then it's Washington, and it's Bonga in at the 2.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. To take the lead. Knocks it down from distance.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long.
Play to win. He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from Coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Larkin passes to Şengün. Here's Larkin. Shoots over Schroeder. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Good work by Wagner there, taking advantage of a point-blank opportunity.
A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. Şengün in the post. Out to the right wing. No good with a jumper from the wing. Got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Wagner inside. And there's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
This is where experience can be a differentiator, but Wagner's skill might be just as good.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
To the paint. Here's Şengün. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. It's stolen. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The young fella taking charge of the situation. Wagner gets the clutch bucket for his team. How sweet is that?
There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. There's the 3. It falls! And that one brings them within 1.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Here's Baberovic. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
15 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Larkin. Can't knock in the 3. And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Stolen by Schroeder. Misses the shot. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting...
Down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Saar out there with Rizache. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Wembenyama. And it's Fournier in its shooting guard. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Saar. Off target with his 3. Releases. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Hayes with it. Wembenyama sets a screen for Hayes. With the drive, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Well, some have argued that Wembenyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Rizache. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A true highlight of Rizache's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
A fader. Wembenyama with the rebound. Gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to Rizache. Sar with it. Lets the three fly. No good on that one. 1:51 left to play here in the first. Here's Jokic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Pass to Jovic. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Here's Jovic. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the paint, picked off in midair. Here's the break. Teardrop shot, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Both teams will make substitutions. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Al Fournier. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 5. Takes a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Yabusele out there with Batum. Then there's Rizachet, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Here's Teodosic. There's the screen from the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Rizachet. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Rizachet's got 6. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Great D that time from Batum. It's one up, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Pass to Teodosic. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. From past the arc, it's rebounded by Coulibaly. to the middle. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. And it's Risa Shea missing. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Risa Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch, and his size. That becomes very tough to contain.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. .143 left to play in the first half. Pass to Fournier. Wembanyama left side. 6 on the shot clock. And Fournier kicks to Hayes. Trains the three-pointer.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And here's Jokic. Last time out, he had 14 points. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovic has got his second basket of the night.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Bogdanovic, that's for 2. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound in this one. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Knocks down the 3 ball. Fournier's got 6.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Bogdanovic with the screen. Let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 3. And now we'll... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
One thing I'll say, they've been poised with the ball. Keep turnovers down, allows you to level up.
Yeah, hard to gain momentum. And with a moment here. And that about wraps.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Bogdanovic for 3. Good on the triple. Bogdanovic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Victor Wembanyama is out there with Song. Then there's Risa Shea. Then there's Hayes. And it's Fournier in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Jokic. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
There's the pick. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Rizachet.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on both. He's with it. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Rizachet. Outside Fournier. Wembanyama sets a screen for Hayes. 5 on the clock. Here's Rizachet. Off target from three-point range. To the inside. Jokic hatches his way to finish inside.
And they try to stonewall Jokic, but he's not having it. He's just fearless going up inside.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Saw. Back to Hayes.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Hayes, and he hits the jump shot. Hayes has got his second bucket tonight.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Jokic a screen. No good on the triple. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, and along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Down low, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the paint, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys. So both teams making some changes here. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Wembanyama, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Bogdanovich looking around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Basket good. Bogdanovich has got 7 points for the quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. They lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey, guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, as you heard, wanting to make a big push here.
I think he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Yabusele, also Rudy Gobert out there. Koulibaly is out there with Batum. And it's Rupert in at the point. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Fires, high post. It goes straight through with the swish. Rupert's got his first bucket of the night.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Left block shot on the way. Pass to Jovic. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Outside Fournier. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. Out to the wing. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. He's shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
The steal. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nailed from three-point land.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Wembanyama against Jokic. Wembanyama passes to Hayes, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
1:24 left in the game. Pass to Jokic. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Hayes, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And that one drops for him.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. It's good from long range.
And you can sense that these fans these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever they're
By now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Baberovic. Good.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Here's Chanchar. From deep, here's Doncic. Sends it home from three-point land.
Boy, you better have a lot of confidence to shoot from that deep. Doncic, yes, sir.
Now here's Şengün. He's guarded closely. Takes a 13-footer. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Chanchar with the rebound. Pass to Doncic. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. He goes up again, and he lays it in. Doncic has got 5.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
He takes it in. No good with a layup.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Knocks down the triple.
This guy's so calm under pressure. And then the awareness of Luka Doncic, knows where the clock is at all times.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Larkin. And there's a minute 45 left in the opening quarter. To halt the run. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Back to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Of course, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Pass to Şengün. He buries it from 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
In close. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Korkmaz. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Dragic. Intercepted. In transition. Here's Korkmaz. And And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
It's tipped. To the middle. Pass to Baberovic. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Baberovic has gotten his second bucket.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
From 15 feet away. Yep, that one goes.
The assist, number 5.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. And there's a pick from downtown, sinks the tray.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Here's Baberovic. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Osman. Pass to Korkmaz. Fires the three. Buries it from 3. Korkmaz has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. 11 feet out. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Shoots a fadeaway. No good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Pass to Korkmaz. Clock at 6. Defended by Dragic. Count the basket. He's got 5.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Chanchar. Connects from downtown. Chanchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Right wing. Pass to Osman. Down low. Here's Doncic. And there's the rejection.
Well, you could see how Şengün read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
Ooh, rejected by Doncic. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Six to shoot. From deep. Doncic delivers from range.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
A deep 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You take a look at the visitors. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now. If I could highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Get into the post, take easier shots.
Sounds like. Thanks as always.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Larkin. For 3. That shot off. Shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Here's Chanchar. And here's Doncic. Shoots. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 15 points.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Here's Baberovic. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
They need to rethink their approach defensively. He's shown no signs of stopping.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Larkin. Fires the 3. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, good physical play from the big man. Şengün refused to be stopped.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. To the middle. And book it, Chanchar. Chanchar's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Pass to Baberovic. Here's Larkin. 6 on the shot clock. That 3's off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
2 minutes.
From deep, here's Doncic. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Take a look at the visitors here. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season. They're 10th overall in the conference. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Baberovic. And he banks in the layup. Baberovic has got 6 points.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Out to the wing. Dragic left side. Here's Chanchar. Misses the 3. Gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass pass to Larkin. 41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Drops in the three.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
To the paint. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Baberovic. Can't connect from 14. Gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Nifty move. And the layup is good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
The third quarter comes to a close. Up by 9. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Launches it. He's off on that one. Shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Misses the jumper from the wing. Shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Pass to Osman. Inside. From behind the arc. Drains the triple.
And there's the patience right there. Şengün surveys the floor and finds his guy.
Clock at 6. Money from the wing.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
It's good.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Okay, thanks, Ali. Doncic outside. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. That one no good. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Larkin. Doncic with a block.
Boy, Luka has decided he wants to become a more complete defensive player. How about choice on the pipes?
Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. To the inside. Here's Larkin. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Back to Doncic. 1:46 left in the game. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Luka Doncic has a big, strong frame. The N1 chance, nicely done.
And there's 1:45 left in the final quarter. Pass to Baberovic. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. Shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Back to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, Doncic from way out there.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Here's Larkin. Out left to the wing. Here's Baberovic. Doesn't go that time. got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Chanchar. Down low. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Chanchar with a rebound. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Doncic. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And now let's check in with Allie. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
Expect the threes to fly tonight, Brent. Both of these teams are full of sharpshooters.
Well, which team gets hot first, Kevin, I think is going to be most important. Shooting is rhythm. How do you establish that rhythm? You've got to move the ball, move yourself, and maybe the team that gets hot first is going to be the one that ultimately comes out on top.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Clock at 6. Here's Sharch. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Bogdanovic for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Jokic with the steal. To the left wing. Shoots. And he starts out with the miss in this one. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Azania. Smith outside. Here's Zubac. And now here's Hazonia. Carries it from three-point range.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Milutinov covered by Sharch, and he makes that one. Smith on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Pass to Sharch. Inside. Here's Smith. Jokic grabs the miss. Gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Milutinov covered by Sharch, and the layup's good off the glass.
No, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
There's a minute 34 left in the first. Zubac finds Smith. Back to Zubac. Hazonia with the ball. 5 to shoot. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hazonia's got 6 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
There's a good screen. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look here at the visitors. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. So it's both teams making substitutions here. To the paint. Here's Perkichin. That one falls.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Jovic. Bogdanovich looking around. The shot from the low post is good.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Pass to Smith. Ready by Bogdanovich. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
We've got Teodosic. He's out there with Topic, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Saric outside. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. Bogdanovich against Jokic.
Home team foul. Jokic. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 23, Marco Goodrick.
On defense, the home team. Teodosic, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. A turnaround J. Cruising basketball from Jokic.
Oh, just not enough. Jokic playing physical right back and finds the finish.
Baseline try. Nice jump shot. Good.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Jokic. Over Saric. And it's Jokic missing.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Perkichin. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Milutinov. Zubac defending. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
So both teams changing it up here. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Perkichin. Hazonia on the wing. Here's Perkichin. Shot clock at 6. And here is Hazonia. For 3, Smith knocks down the 3 ball.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Jokic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Well, Bogdanovic coming right back down and going right back at him.
Pass to Perkichin. Down low. Banked in off the glass.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside Bogdanovic. Now Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Smith outside. 36 seconds left now here in the second. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team.
First free throw is good. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And so he hits both. Gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Outside Bogdanovic. Pass to Jovic. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bogdanovic, no luck. Doing it as well as you're going to see, 67%. They set the pick. Smith on the wing. Tries from 16. He gets it in there. Smith's got 5 points so far. And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. A high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of a shootout?
Not at all. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And welcome. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the home team.
They're hitting at a high clip.
And that's all for us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Charge is out there with Hazonia. And it's Smith. Then it's Ivica Zubac. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with.
Jokic's dangerous there. Makes him tough to defend when he's knocking down mid-range shots.
Pass to Zubac. Hazonia up top. He's got 6. Out left to the wing. Charge with it. Shot clock at 5. Zubac finds Charge. That 3 off the mark. Bogdanovic against Smith. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. Charge grabs the board. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Hazonia, the pass to Smith. Now Zubac, still yet to score. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Bogdanovic. Jokic inside. Zubac defending. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
It's going to be a long time, I don't know if ever, that we're going to see a big man pass like Jokic does.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Saric outside. Pass to Azania. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Zubac. The shot, no good. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school center.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
And now here's Hazonia, following the missed shot by Bogdanovic. Hazonia with the ball. He's got 6. Zubac finds Hazonia. That's a 2 from Smith. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Back to Jokic. Pass to Bogdanovic. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovic has got 8 points.
And Bogdanovic needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
Hazonia on the wing. Smith surveying the D. Zubac a screen on Bogdanovic. Nice shot by Smith.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
To the inside, Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, guarding Jokic is pretty much a guessing game. He's so unpredictable as a player.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Saric outside. Lets it go with a 3. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots from 14. And Bogdanovic, the bucket on the assist by Jokic. He's got 10.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
14 feet away. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They're up by 3. End time. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Pass to Jokic. On Thursday and then on Saturday.
Some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
I feel like Jokic could play with the baton out there because he's orchestrated.
Here's Perkichin. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
From deep, Jokic. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
Oh, yeah, the Joker's running wild.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Milutinov. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Hazanya. Makes it off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic so good in traffic.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Back to Hazonia. Here's Smith. Now Zubac. Jokic defending. Over to the left wing. Here's Šarić. No good there off the double clutch.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Pass to Bogdanovic. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
Bogdanovic showing how much he believes in himself right there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Smith. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense. Not that last possession.
It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, we've seen this before. Jokic coming through in a big moment.
And that's an intentional foul.
Number 27. First personal foul. First team foul.
Šarić outside. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Here's Bogdanovic to the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Zubac.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
For the three, it drops, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
They set the pick. Smith against Bogdanovich. From deep three-point land, it's good. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, man, what a shot. Hit that from another time zone.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times.
Bye.